Hello yogis, my name is Debbie Lash and I'm your yoga teacher for today. Thanks for joining me here on my YouTube channel, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to click the bell and it will alert you every time a new class drops, and I'm posting on average around once a week, so lots of new and exciting classes to come. Today's class is 60 minutes and it's a whole body experience. We're going to tap into the fingers, the wrists, the shoulders, the core, the hips, hamstrings, ankles, tops of feet, and your toes. So we're going to just create space, release tension, really find that mind, body, soul connection. Does it sound good? I hope so. You're going to need a strap, ideally. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. You can play with the binding without a strap, and maybe your hands bind automatically, your shoulders are open. But I'm going to start here with the strap over my right shoulder. So just get yourself ready. You can run off and get a strap if you need to. But I'm going to bow and ask you to bow your chin to the chest and take a moment to stop before we start. Use this opportunity to check in with yourself. Roll the shoulders down and away from the ears. Lift up through the back of the neck and the head, and just dip the chin to the chest. Notice how you're feeling, where your mind is at. Use this as an exploration to investigate how your body is feeling today. Take an inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. One more cycle of breath, just like this. Deepest breath in. Lion's breath, open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Gently blink the eyes open. And exhale here. Inhaling, floating the right arm up. Rotate the palm back and exhale. Just bend the elbow, walking the forearm into the back of the head. Walk your knees together if they've splayed slightly. Hug the belly in. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Inhale, take the left arm out and then rotate the palm back. This is opening up in your shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale. And this is where you have the opportunity to grab the strap. That's it. So it looks like this. If you're not sure, maybe your hands combine, and if you don't have the strap, you can just simply hold on to your clothing, or just keep the hands there and take a moment to pause. That's it. And just notice where there's tension. Maybe you've got a tight, niggly shoulder, or there's a little tension in the back of the neck. Imagine that my hand is resting on your right elbow gently, and it's just going to guide it and lift it up and back. Take your mind's eye into your left shoulder, roll it down and away from the ear. As you hug the belly in, connect through your feet by pressing down through all 10 toes. Squeeze your thighs together. Take 5 cycles of breath, just like this. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Finding that connection to your Ujjayi breath. This is the voice of the practice. And you want to have the breath audible, so you can listen and learn, noticing when the breath falls away and the mind wakes up. And the mind is always trying to distract you and pull you out of the practice. And one more cycle of breath. And exhale, release. Arms wide, breathe in. Good. Left arm over right. Some of us, the shoulders are tight. Just take some love here. Give yourself a big squeeze. Otherwise, Garudasana. Inhale, float the elbows up. Exhale, hug the ribs in. You could stay upright sitting here, or if it feels good, take the bow. Bow into yourself. Breathe into the back body. Notice when you firm and squeeze the forearms into the midline, your back ribs spread and widen as you breathe in. Open the mouth, exhale. 2 more cycles of breath. You can either close your eyes here or look to your fingers or your thumb, just keeping a single point of focus. Pressing down through the tops of the feet, inhale, float the arms up and away. And exhale, release. Change sides, left arm up. Rotate the palm back. You could bring the strap onto your left shoulder if that felt, or it can actually stay on the right side. Exhale here. Good, pause here. Notice how my ribs are poking out. Hug the ribs in. See if you can get the forearm to connect to the back of the head by dropping the chin to the chest. Inhale, right arm out. Exhale, rotate. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale, walk the hand up the strap. Good, visualize or take your mind's eye into your left elbow and lift. Imagine my hand was resting on your elbow, lifting your left elbow up and back. Roll the right shoulder down and away from the ear. As you exhale, hug the belly in. Just gently close the eyes down. Notice where there's tension, maybe even some like gripping in the shoulders. Reversing all that forward folding that happens organically to all of us from our way of driving, life facing forward, sitting, cooking, texting, sitting at our desk, watching Netflix. It's all a forward facing. So we're opening the shoulders, expanding the chest, breathing into our big beautiful hearts. Inhale and exhale here. 1 more cycle of breath wherever you are. And Ujjayi breath, exhale. Inhale, arms wide. Right arm over left, exhale. Remember self-love or Garudasana. Inhale, left. Exhale, hug the ribs in. You could stay upright or forward fold and bow. Inhaling through the nose. Ujjayi breath, exhaling through the nose. Two more cycles of breath. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, release. Just take the strap off. You might want to use it again later in the practice. And stand up on your knees. Maybe pedal through the tops of the feet. Inhale, step the right foot out. Ideally, the foot is parallel here to the short edge of your mat. Right hand down, left arm up. Rotate the palm. So we're opening in the shoulder. Inhale. Lift like you want to tickle the ceiling, and then tiptoe the fingers down towards the shin, spinning your chin into the left armpit. You should feel this delicious stretch through the left side of the body. It's hard to breathe here. Notice your diaphragm is twisting. Exhale. Press down evenly through both feet. Notice your pinky toe of the right foot. Press down and lift the inner arch of your right foot. And inhale, top arm up. Step the knees together. Other side. Float the left leg out. Inhale, reach the hand down. Right arm up, inhale. Rotate the palm. Exhale, arm up and over. Spin your chin into the right armpit. Inhale here, we just create more space. Maybe you can tiptoe the fingers down the shin. Find the pinky toe of your left foot. Press down. Take your mind's eye to your back foot and press down through the top of the foot, pressing into 5, toenails. 2 more cycles of breath. And inhale, top arm. Exhale, knees together. Tabletop position. Coming down onto the hands and knees. And we're going to find Garudasana in the legs. So the easiest way to do this, lift up into downward facing dog and step the right foot over to the left foot to the right, so you're crisscrossing the legs, and then drop the knees to the floor. Good. Take cat-cow this way. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, press through the tops of the feet as you pull the chest through the gateway of the shoulders. Exhale, round. Movement to breath. Good, 2 more cycles. Last one here. Exhale, round. Good, tuck the toes under. Lift up and back, keep the crisscross of the legs. Inhale, high tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels down. Press down through the gripping of the fingers. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Step the left foot in front of the right. Drop the knees to the floor. Good. This time I'm spinning my fingers back towards my knees. This is in preparation for our Urdhva a bit later in the practice. Take cat-cow this way. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale. If it's too much in the hands and the wrists, you can spin your fingers facing forward. I hope you've got some nice music playing. If you're ever looking for playlists, I've got a Spotify. Everyone's welcome to follow me there, and you can access all my music. And last round. Spin the fingers facing forward. Good, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Now we're just going to tiptoe by crossing the legs all the way to the top of the mat. Just squeeze the thighs every time they come in contact. That's it. I'm high on my fingertips, and then I'm going to walk my feet so my little pinky toes are touching, and forward fold and bow. Maybe clasp the elbows here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling, just creating more space. Draw the elbows down towards your big toes. A little bend into the knee might feel better, so you're not hyperextending in the knees. And feet, hands to the floor. Cross the right leg in front of the left. Change the hook of the elbows. Drop the head. Hug the belly in. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Release the hands to the floor. Unravel the legs. Hands on the hips, a little bend into the knees. Squeeze the elbow heads in. Inhale, rise. Exhale here. Straight into Garudasana. So let's start through chair pose. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Exhale, sink lower. That's it. If you find that your shoulders are all the way up around your ears, hug and roll the shoulders down and away. Draw the belly in. Hands come forward, standing on your right foot. Lift the left leg up and over. Some of you will put the toe on the floor. Some of you take a bind here with the foot, hugging in. Inhale, draw the left hip back. Right arm over the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink lower. Some of you will want to stay upright. Some of you are ready to go round and round. Squeeze the forearms together and breathe into the back body. Squeeze the thighs together, shifting the weight into the heels. That's it. Embrace any wobbles. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. 2 more cycles of breath. Pressing down, floating the arms up and away. Press the feet together. Inhale, arms up. Chair pose, Katasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring the hands forward. Standing on the left foot. Lift the right foot up and over. Hug the right hip back. Cross the left arm over right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Hug the belly in. I'm a little wobbly today. Inhale. Exhale, round. That's it. Squeeze the thighs. There's compression between the thighs and the forearms. Inhaling here. Look, find a single point of focus. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. 2 more cycles of breath. Pressing down, inhale, floating the arms all the way away from the thighs. Exhale, release. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, both arms up. Have a beautiful practice. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. Half lift, look forward. Step back into plank. Just pause and plank here for a moment. Just feel some strength. Front body, back body, side body. That's it. Inhale. Lower all the way down to the floor. Exhaling here. Low cobra, high fingertips. Let's take 3 of these. Exhale, lower. Spread the toes. Try and get the pinky toes onto the floor. Last one here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Hug the belly in. Press up, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. Just notice your energy shifting and moving. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Inhale, come high tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Step, walk or float. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold and bow. Exhale, press down through the feet. Inhale, rise. Cactus arms back bend. Inhale, arms up. No stopping, forward fold and bow. Half lift, inhale. Look forward as you step back, plank. Notice this tendency to drop the head, look to the feet. Shift the weight. If you're ready for up dog, take it. If you want to stay with low cobra throughout the practice, honor that. Up and back, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. Imagine my hands were holding your hips and pulling you back while standing behind you. Activate the thighs. Press the thighs back. Lift your knees up. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Good. Let's take 1 more round. Inhale, high tippy toes. Bend the knees. Step, walk or jump. Exhale, forward fold. Press down through the feet. Cactus arms back bend. No stopping, forward fold. Meet me in downward facing dog. When you're lifting to up dog, to down dog, stay on the tops of the feet. Strengthen the toes, roll over the toes. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. One more cycle of breath here. We're going to move from here, going straight into Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step, walk or float, half lift, forward fold, chair pose, Katasana. Stand all the way up, Samastahi, chair pose, Katasana. Uttanasana, forward fold, half lift. Look forward as you step or jump back. Vinyasa. Roll over toes. Stay on the tops of the feet. Lift up and back, downward facing dog. Float the right leg straight back, three-legged dog. Step the right foot next to the right thumb, back heel down, both arms up. 5 cycles of breath, warrior 1, inhale. Sink into the front thigh. Squeeze your left buttock in as you press the left foot back. Inhale here. Sink lower, hug the ribs in. Should feel a nice amount of heat coming into the body. Inhale, hands to the floor. Look forward as you step back plank. Vinyasa. Roll over toes up dog. Lift up and back, down dog. Float the left leg back, step through. Virabhadrasana 1, 5 cycles of breath. Exhale, sink. Squeeze your right buttock in. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink into the front thigh. Hug your left hip back to the right heel. Fire up the back leg. Inhale. Hug the ribs in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Keep exhaling. Roll over toes up dog. Up and back, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath. We're going to take one more round of Surya Namaskara B. If you feel a little tired today or tonight, if you're practicing in the evening, you can skip it. You could drop into child's pose here. Great option. Otherwise, move with me. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend. Half lift. Forward fold. Chair pose, Katasana. Stand all the way up. Samastahi. Chair pose, Katasana. Uttanasana, forward fold. Half lift. Step or jump back. Vinyasa. Up and back. Step the right foot between the hands. Try not to float the leg this time. Both arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Keep exhaling. Ardha Chaturanga. Up and back. Left foot forward. Back heel down. Both arms up. One breath in. Warrior 1. Hands to the floor. Vinyasa. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Make sure you do both sides. Right foot forward, then the left. 3 cycles of breath in downward facing dog. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Walk the feet as wide as the mat. Bend down, Malasana. Yogi squat. Option 1, stay here. Hands in prayer. Squeeze the knees into the elbows. Option 2, half bind, reaching for the opposite hip. Option 3, full bind. Stay here. Imagine my hand, if you're binding, resting on your left shoulder. Rolling your left shoulder up and back. Stand evenly through the feet, then squeeze the buttocks. One more cycle of breath. And change sides. Left hand down, right arm up. Rotate the palm. Exhale here. That's it. Just feel the neck, shoulders stretching, opening, strengthening, lengthening. A lot going on here. Squeeze the buttocks, hug the belly in. Remember to breathe consciously, consistently, and inhale. Bakasana, hands to the floor. If you're new to Bakasana, you could use a block here. A lot of the time people are a little fearful of falling on their face and put their head on the block. Maybe lift one foot and then press down, lift the head up and away. That's it. When you're ready, both feet to the floor. That's it. Stepping into downward facing dog. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Inhale, float the right leg straight back.
Glide forward, knee to nose round. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to nose round. Last one here. And pause. Look forward, step the right foot forward. Inhale here. Exhale, put a bend into the knee. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Lower the knee almost to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good. Pause here. Both arms up. Exhale, hands up, prayer. Inhale, hug. Exhale, take the twist. Good. Some of you are going to keep the back knee down. Option one, start by tucking the toes. See how that feels, just stretching the tops of the feet. Option two, fire up the back leg. Option three, maybe a bind here, half bind for me today. That's it, sharpen the back leg. Press the head back, hug the belly in, squeeze the buttocks. 3 more cycles of breath. One more cycle of breath, just like this. Top arm up, hand to the floor. Vashisthasana. Stand into the left hand, drop the back heel, step the right foot back. Arm up and over. Inhaling here. Some of you are going to float the top leg. Inhale. Elbow to knee round. This is too challenging. Keep the feet together and get more strength in the side plank. You've got 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Good. Hand to the floor. Downward facing dog. Up and back. I'm just going to turn around so I don't have my back towards you. Inhaling through the nose. Big sigh out. Exhale. Float the left leg straight back. 3-legged dog. Glide forward, knee to nose round. Inhale. Knee to nose round. Last one. Look forward, step the left foot forward. Good. Pause here. Bend in the back knee. Both arms up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, Katasana. Lower the knee almost to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last 2. Pause here. Lower the knee all the way to the floor. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands of prayer. Hug the ribs in. Exhale, take the twist. And you know the drill. Option 1, stay where you are. This is already enough. This is plenty. Option 2, if you practice with me a lot, you know where I'm going. I'm just layer in the options. Option 3, moving deeper into the shoulders. Fire up the back leg. Notice if your back leg is bent. Press the hamstring and the calf muscle. Hug the belly and press your head back. 1 more cycle of breath. Inhale here. Both hands to the floor. Center the right hand. Vashisthasana. Drop the back heel. You could step back into plank pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arm up and over. You could stay here. You could even step the top foot in front if you feel tired. Inhale, float the top leg. Elbow to knee round. Inhale, extend. Elbow to knee round. 3 more. Last one. Hand and feet to the floor, downward facing dog. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Walk the hands to the back of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold and bow, exhale. Hands on the hips. Inhale, rise. Exhale here. Good. Hasta Padagustasana. Hand to toe pose. Some of you are going to use the strap here. It's going to feel a little bit more accessible. I'll demonstrate with the strap on the first side. Okay, otherwise hand to toe. You could take yourself to the wall, roll the shoulders down. My arms are straight. Inhale here. Exhale, extend. Good. Roll the shoulders down. Shift the weight into the heel. Any amount. A little bend into the standing knee. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Both straps into the right hand, left hand on the hip. Open wide. Press down, lift the chest. 2 more cycles of breath. Come back through center. Inhale here. Ekapada Utkatasana, figure of 4. Bend the knees, drop the hips, flex the foot. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. If you wanted to take flying pigeon, you could totally take it here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. I'm going to take a twist. Inhale, hug the ribs in. Take a twist to the left, bringing the right elbow into the arch of your right foot. Single point of focus. Hug your left hip back. That's it. How's it going? Don't worry if you're falling in and out of the poses. It's just part of the practice. The practice really varies from what's happening off the mat. Come back through center. Inhale, stand all the way up. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, arms wide. Rotate the palms back. Inhale here. Either fist to fist, elbow to elbow, or reverse namaste. Stand into the back foot. Inhale, lift the chest. Hinge over the right leg. Pause, hug the right hip back. Forward, fold, and bow. Stay right here. The crown of the head is lengthening down to your right big toe. Notice if you started to lean through the middle of the legs. Hug the right hip back, shift your weight so you're hinging over the right leg. Two more cycles of breath. Drop the head so there's no tension in the back of the neck. Lift your shoulder heads up and away from the floor. Inhaling here. Drop both hands to the floor. Standing splits. So some of you keep both hands on the floor. Some of you are going to wrap the right hand around the right ankle. Some of you might even play with both hands binding. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Two more cycles of breath, wherever you are. Deep into the hamstrings. And exhale, bring the feet together. Beautiful work, yogis. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold and bow, exhale. Just grab your big toes for a moment. Stay here. Padahastasana. Drop the head, look up between the thighs. Head is heavy, neck is long. I'm hugging my elbows into my shins. And some of you, juicy bend in the knees is going to feel really good. How's the breath? Notice when the breath falls away. Maybe you were thinking of something else. Maybe you were listening to me. Two more cycles of breath. And inhale, hands on the hips. Bring yourself all the way up. Good. Other side. Hand to toe pose. So use the strap. Or, for this time, I'm going to demonstrate without the strap. So fingers between the big toe. Roll the shoulders down. Hug the belly in. Start to extend. Inhale, lift the chin. Draw the chin in. Press the head back. Good. 2 more cycles of breath. Inhale, lift, open wide. Exhale. How's your balance? Firm and hug your right hip in. Roll the shoulders down so there's lovely space on both sides of the neck. Come back through center. Inhale here. Ekapada Utkatasana. Figure 4 pose. Flex the foot. Inhale. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Whoopsie. So the weight is in the heel of the standing foot. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Remember, you can take flying pigeon if that's part of your practice today, or some of you are going to twist with me. Inhale, hug the ribs. Exhale, twist. Feeling very different on this side of my body. You haven't got the foot in the right position. Notice my breath is getting choppy. It's feeling intense. Inhale here. Exhaling here. Lift yourself all the way up. Good. Step the left foot forward. Parsvottanasana, arms wide. Rotate the palms back. Hope that yours went a little bit better than mine. That's it. I'm going for reverse namaste. So do what you did on the first side. Hug the left hip back. Inhale, lift. Forward fold and bow. Over the left leg. Driving the left hip back. Imagine my hand is tucked into your left hip, pulling it back. Your hips are squared. Inhale, lengthen your chin to the big toe. Tuck the chin. Exhale, surrender down, lengthening the chest over your left thigh. One more cycle of breath here. Both hands to the floor. Standing splits. Inhale, lift. Exhale here. Step the feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lift all the way up. Step your feet as wide as the mat. Tanasana. Pick the heels up, roll them back. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, cross the right arm over the left, eagle arms. Inhale, lift. Forward, fold, and bow. Exhale. That's it. Firm the forearms in, spread the shoulder blades, pulling them apart. Breathe into the intercostals, which are the muscles in between the ribs. And shift your weight forward. So you feel all 10 toes releasing down. A little bend into the knees to make sure you're not hyperextending. And 2 more cycles of breath. Pressing down through the feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Good, other side, left arm over right. Inhale, lift. Forward fold and bow. Exhaling here. If you love tripod headstand, and I know a lot of you who practice with me love tripod headstand, so you could take a tripod headstand right here, right now. In fact, I might do that. Drop my head to the floor, lift all the way up. Keep the shoulder heads lifting up and away from the floor as you squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, split the legs. If you're upside down. Everyone walk their hands forward, inhale. Exhale here. Hands on the hips. Inhale, rise. Skandasana. Turn the right toes to the top edge of the mat, top corner. Bend the knee. Sink the hips. Option 1, hands on the floor. This is a deep hip opener. So a lot of the time it's already hard to get the heel down, and maybe your heel doesn't go down and it's okay, but maybe try and bring the heel down and the butt pokes up. So don't worry, it looks all different shapes. Some people can bring the hands to prayer, working the back of the arm into the thigh, and there might even be a full or half bind here for some. But the idea is to flex your left foot. Lift the chest, press the head back. Inhaling here. And exhale, turn to the top of the mat. Drop the back knee down. Half splits, round and round. If you've got blocks and your hamstrings are tight, you can use the blocks to bring the floor to the hands. Flex your right foot. Inhaling here, exhaling here. Some of you are going to stay right here because this already feels like a lot. You're driving and pulling the right hip back. Others might be ready for a little bit of Hanumanasana, full splits. That's it. Inhaling through the nose. I like to use the blocks here. You can otherwise place this block on any level underneath the thigh and the crease of the buttock, but then point your right toe. Hug the right hip back. Maybe bring the hands behind the back if you don't need the blocks. Spread the toes of the back foot, pressing down through all 5 toenails. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. You're doing so well, yogis. Stay with it. Let me know in the comments below if you took full splits today. Three more cycles of breath wherever you are. Notice where you can create a little bit of ease. Maybe soften the jaw, wriggle the tongue, soften the breath. And when you're ready, put a bend in the front knee. Blocks to the side. Tuck the back toe under. Inhale. Float the right leg. Some of you are going to bend the knee and open the hip here. Others want to flip it all the way over. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Maybe circle the top wrist. Inhale, top arm up. Hand to the floor. Downward facing dog. Step the right foot between the hand. Walk the hands around to the left. Skandasana. Here we are. Lovely and fluid. Remember your options. Whatever you did on the first side, create balance by repeating it on the second side. Flex your right foot. That's it. I've only got 20 more minutes to go. You're doing great. Maybe actually only 15. 15 minutes to go. One more cycle of breath. Inhale here. And exhale. Turn all the way to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down. Grab your blocks if you need them. Half splits first. Ardha. Ardha means half in Sanskrit. Hanumanasana means splits. Flex your left foot. Hug the belly in. Your ears are in line with the biceps ideally. Some of you are staying here. Some of you are seeking full splits. Even though it's mine, I'm not quite full, but I'm just working in progress. That's it. Notice I like the other with my, it's actually my left, I'm mirroring you. So now I'm on the right leg forward, but I'm much more open on the other side. So just notice how it feels in your body. Where can you create a little more ease? Use the block there. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Two more cycles of breath wherever you are. You're doing great. And release. Good. Put a bend into the front leg. Three-legged down dog. Float the left leg straight back. Put a bend into the knee. Open up the hip. Flip it all the way over. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Inhale, top arm up. Hand to the floor. Drop the knees to the floor. Take a moment to pause. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. So back into the shoulders. We're taking a round of Dolphin Pose with the option for a headstand. But if headstand, you could take your mat to the wall or whatever you needed. But if you're not practicing headstands, stay in Dolphin or take Child's Pose. Clasp the hands together, tuck the bottom finger under. And lift the back ribs up. So we're in cat pose on our forearms. Knees slightly apart. Press down, tuck the toes, lift the knees. Stay right here. Step the feet together. If your hamstrings feel very tight, bend the knees, feet as wide as the mat. Drop the head. Inhaling. Lift both heels. Exhale, lower. Two more. Inhaling here. Exhale, lower. Pause here. Child's Pose. Option 1, stay in Child's Pose. Option 2, take a Dolphin Pose, lifting one leg up. So you're kind of stretching these muscles in the lower back. It's challenging to lift that leg in Dolphin Pose. If you're a headstand yogi and you love this, so we'll practice headstand. Opportunity to do that now. Clasp the hands together, tuck the pinky finger. Check your alignment. I always check my elbows, my hands reach my opposite elbow. Good. Hand into the head, into the back of the head into the back of the hands, and tuck the toes. Inhale, lift one leg, and we're lifting up. Press down, lift the shoulder heads up and away from the floor. Flex the feet.
Squeeze your thighs and your knees together. Think about what's touching the floor, the sides of the hands, the wrists, the forearms, the elbows pressed down to lift up. My focus is in the middle, at the end of my mat. Notice if you start looking around the room, your mind goes with it, so stay in the practice. And when you're ready, come all the way down. Take a child's pose. And inhaling here, exhaling here. Walk the hands up. I'm going to take a back bend. You can take a back bend of your choice. I'm going to go with bridge pose and Urvadanurasana, and then we're going to finish with Gol Mugasana. So, come and lie all the way down on your back. Unless you want to lie on your belly, you could take Dhanurasana. If you wanted a different back bend, or Ustrasana, camel pose. Feet on the floor. I like to graze my heels with my fingertips, because when we lift up, we want the knees over the ankles. So bridge pose, press down, snuggle the elbows in to graze your ribs, lift up. Inhaling here. Some of you are going to stay with robot arms. If you've got tight shoulders, you could grab the mat. Some of you are going to roll the shoulders under. Lift up. Press down through the feet. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. You could stay here. Some of you might want to lift the heels off the floor. Just move the breath through the body, washing the spine to the tailbone. Press the breath out through the legs, out through the feet. Exhale. One more cycle of breath. Drop the heels. Exhale, lower down. If you wanted to, and if you're feeling a little tired, had a big day or maybe even a big night and it's the morning, you could put a block under your sacrum and make this supported. And just stay here while the rest of us take Urvadanurasana. And maybe if you're not sure if you could lift up, if I was near you, I would come and support you. And but otherwise, just see how far you can go today. Circle the wrists, point and flex, open and close the fingers, shake it out. Flex the hands like handstands, spread the fingers, bend the elbows. Good, you might stay here. This is a lot in the shoulders. Good, press the back ribs down as you squeeze the elbows in. Good, inhale, lift the hips. Exhale here. Inhale, lift to the crown of the head. Reset. Squeeze the elbows. That's it. Think about what's happening with your feet. My toes love to turn out. So really consciously have to work the toes so the feet are more parallel. Drop the head. I can feel a lot of tension in my right shoulder today. Notice where you feel it. Breathe and focus the exhale into where it feels tight. Maybe lift the heels. Lift the head as you lower down, bend the elbows. Inhaling here. Big sigh out. Exhale, shake out the wrists. Cross the right leg over the left. So we're back with these Garudasana legs. Shuffle the hips to the right, arms in cactus. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, both knees over to the left. You can look upright, or maybe you're going to look back to the right. Just close the eyes down, stay here. Play with squeezing the thighs together. Notice how it firms the outer hips in. Soften the jaw. Relax the eyes. Facial muscles. Inhale, draw the knees through center. Exhale here, lift the feet up. Maybe you could grab the feet here. Maybe you can lower the head down. Now, what I see a lot, people's head starts dropping back because their hip flexors are tight. You can either use your block, if you're fortunate enough to have one at home, and place it underneath the head or a pillow or a blanket. Or you could just grab your ankles or your shins here, even the hamstrings. But press the heels away so you're the lower back lengthened. Squeeze the thighs. That's it. How's this feel? That compression. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. And unravel the legs. Left leg over right, feet on the floor. Shuffle the hips over. Arms in cactus. Inhale, lift the knees. Exhale, drop them over. Oh, I've got a nice click in my spine there. I love the way yoga just auto adjusts all the bones and your alignment. And always hearing lots of crackles in my body. Three more cycles of breath here. Come back through center. Lift the feet, grab your feet or your ankles or your shins, maybe the hamstrings. Kick the feet away, your arms are straight. Squeeze the thighs. Supine Gol Mugasana. One more cycle of breath. And unravel. Just rock yourself up. Come onto the hands and knees. Our final pose, Gol Mugasana. So we've been working towards this, prepping the whole body, step the right foot between the hands. Where we started, remember when we took that cat-cow right at the beginning of class? So now we're either, if you've got that block or a pillow, if your hips are tight, I always suggest sitting on a block or a book or something first and find your, I don't want to say easy seat, but find a seat. Both sit bones are pressing down. And then once you've found this, maybe you slip the block out. But if the right leg's on top and that right sit bone is lifting up and it doesn't come down because of a tight hip flexor, put the block back in. This is where the strap comes in handy, but remember you don't need it. If you don't need to, you can just grab your top or your t-shirt. So the right leg is on top, strap over the left shoulder. Doesn't actually matter what shoulder it goes over, but we're doing the opposite hand to the opposite leg. So left arm up, inhale, rotate the palm back, exhale, inhale, bend the elbow, drop the chin to the chest, and exhale here. Good, just pause. Maybe this is enough in your body, and you're just going to keep the hand on the elbow. Otherwise, from here, inhale, right arm out, rotate the palm back, exhale, inhale here, exhale. Maybe this is where the strap is lovely and handy. I'm feeling a lot of tension through that right shoulder. I taught this morning, something clicked. Felt fine before I started, and then I got a little twinge. It often happens to us in yoga, even though we're trying to unravel the body, all the stress and tension that lives in the shoulders. So just notice what your shoulders have felt like through the practice. And then we'd turn about what is happening in your life. How much stress have you got in your life? How can we create a little bit more ease? Press down, lift up. Imagine my hand resting on your left elbow, lifting it up. Roll the right shoulder down and away from the ear. 2 more cycles of breath. And release. Rock forward. Tuck the toes. Cross the left leg in front of the right. Drop the knees down. Release. Either go straight onto your block if you need it, or sit all the way down. But just notice how you transition in and out of the poses. Unfortunately, most injuries occur in the transitions. They don't actually happen from the poses themselves, but it's how we're coming in and out. It's like when the mind is not, when we're not present and we're just kind of going into the poses without really thinking about the breath and moving with it, something can tweak. Inhale, right arm up. So the left leg is on top, flex the feet, rotate the palm back, exhale here. Pause here. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. You can stay right here if this is enough. Otherwise, left arm out, rotate the palm, exhale. Just close your eyes down and embrace this pose. Gol Mugasana, upward facing cow pose. Lift your right elbow up and back. Roll the right shoulder down, left shoulder down and away from the ear. Activate your feet. Hug the belly in. One more cycle of breath. And release. Unravel the legs. Give it a little, let's just take a forward fold. Just walk your hands forward, any amount. Maybe some of you can clasp the hands or grab the big toes. And just stay here. 5 cycles of breath, just lengthening the chest forward, rolling the shoulders down, surrendering your energy down, turning your attention in, sealing in this practice. And when you're ready, lift the chest. Getting ready for the most important pose of all, Shavasana. This might be the time when you just turn the screen down so you can stay in Shavasana a little longer than what I'm offering today. I like to drop my knees in first. You could even windshield wipe at the legs here to release those hip flexors. And when you're ready, extend the legs straight. Roll the shoulders down. And we let go of the practice by letting go of the breath. So take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Shavasana. Feel ready to just stay in this Shavasana because it feels so good to receive your practice, and just take this moment of self-care. Stay right here. Otherwise, lift the arms up and over the head. Breathe into every cell of the body from your fingers to the toes. And open the mouth, exhale. Draw the knees into the chest. And when you're ready, roll to the side, bring yourself all the way up. Bow the chin to chest in gratitude. Take a moment to honor yourself for showing up today. Thank your beautiful body for doing all the work. And I thank you for sharing your practice with me. It really is an honor and a privilege. Prayer to third eye. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed the class. Leave me some feedback. Let me know how you got on. I hope to see you again here soon. Bye.